Ahoy, landlubbers! It's me, your valiant Captain Vasco. It's been a little while, I'll admit it. You've seen 2 episodes already since my return to this game, but if I'm being entirely honest, those were both recorded before, before I disappeared. So this is actually the first time. I'm playing again. So welcome back. We are currently on the planet known as, I believe, Ilos, yeah? And, we came here after we realized that the Mew relay was pointing Saren to here for great success in ruining the universe. And of course, we take objection to that because we are a nice guy ruining the universe. Okay, so I did get a little turned around at the end of the last episode. I think I want to get to here. I think. We did turn on a bunch of war horses in this room, and they seem to be friendly, but none of them is actually, like, doing anything. So, do I... the end of this hallway that I was in? Is that correct? Loading screen, elevator button. I'm just hoping this isn't the one I used to get here. So, let's... Elevator. Ooh. Time jump. So, how's everybody doing? I think I mentioned recently that there's not really much news to be had on this ancient space station elevator, unlike the Citadel. That's kind of a bummer. Not much of a view either. Oh, getting somewhere though. Okay. God, I hope this isn't where I just came from. There's, like, no enemies here, so... Balls. Landing zone. Great. Wait a minute. Was I heading back to the landing zone? I think we learned... Hang on, is that an enemy? There's a red thing on the radar. Hello? Red thing? This is very enthralling. I like the music, though. Yeah, this is like the first time I think I've ever recorded Mass Effect in my new apartment, and it's weird, because now I'm playing it on a huge TV, and it's freaking me the heck out. It's, everything is huge now. Well, I didn't put up much of a fight, but I did find that thing on the radar. So, okay. This is maybe progress. New enemies to fight, generally a good thing, I guess. It's sort of a subjective, oh. I somehow got into crouch mode. That seems familiar. Me just not... Oh. Oh. That's good. Oh. Who's that? Armature control, do it! Warhorse, activate! Whoa. That was more than I remember. Also, I'm fatigued. For some reason. I got tired. I'm getting too old for this stuff, I believe. Should probably put on my force. I don't think I actually need it. These guys aren't really putting up a... They're not doing a lot of damage, I guess, is the main point. So, our tank was like somewhere over here. The Mako. Easy decryption, that's gotta be less button presses. Or like the exact same number. Sure, whatever. Same difference. Ooh, crossfire. We'll get caught up in that later, perhaps. I don't really use assault rifles. Whatever, take everything, I guess? That's usually how this goes. I wonder if people who are better at this game gel stuff right away. You get more that way or something, right? I presume that's how that works? Okay, so I seem to have killed all the guys I found, but that doesn't seem to have done anything. Nor did activating yet another friendly Warhorse terminal. So, are those just for points? Or, like... Is there another purpose? I seem to have the poison status thing that doesn't really seem to do a whole lot, but may have been responsible for my fatigue status earlier. Is this a box or something? Oh, everything is so big now. The running is weird. Even though nothing has changed, it looks different because my TV is approximately like 2.5 times the size of the one I played every previous episode on. It's good. It's a good time. Okay, so I'm a little lost. I'll admit it. Situation seems to be that there is more than one way to get to that security area where we were before. And I don't really know what other place I would go to. Because I'm pretty sure that before we fought our way all the way down to here. And then, I don't think I could actually use the map for other floors. It's not like an actual map, like I can't consult it for stuff. I'm gonna try heading in this direction and see what happens. I'm gonna cut until I get there, I guess, for the reason that nothing could happen, and that seems like a waste of time. So when something happens, I'll let you know. Okay, we did it. Apparently all we had to do was get back to start. Did we actually learn anything worth learning down there that was worth the time? Whatever. Give me the get in the tank button, please. Okay, we did it. Okay, I don't really... I mean, I remember I have iron sights. I have cannon. I have a missile button. I don't remember what it is.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. He must have been in too much of a hurry.
Or we just haven't run into it yet.
I'm really curious how much this dialogue changes depending on the different characters you bring with you. I imagine it's not as much as one might think, but also more than one might expect. Those are two different hypothetical ones, though, I think. Man, how much would it suck if you, like, thought they were kidding and you, like, walked this whole way?
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep... Over there!
What? Bad guys. Oh. I see one at the very edge of the radar, but I don't actually, like, see it? Oh, those are missiles. I took some damages to my front shield unit. Hang on. Oh. Shut up, crime. No one has time for you. So those guys are pretty dead. I heard a faint ringing sound, which either means I stood too close to the explosion, or I'm hallucinating. Neither one of those options is very good, frankly.
What's happening?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush.
I don't think Saren's behind this.
Is it a trap, or is it just like a flashback memory wall? It kind of seems like a sepia tone. What's the get out of the tank button? Here's the rocket button. I forgot I had that. Is it B? It was B the whole time. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't really look so much like a trap. I mean, I guess the presumption is that he's forcing us to go this way, and this way is a trap. But skeptical. Hey, ladies. How's it hanging? You see, because the elevator is sort of, cables or something? Okay, cool. This seems vaguely reminiscent of the Reaper guy we talked to. Hello?
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
Why, because you can't tell what it's saying?
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
Wait a minute. How come I can understand you?
Oh.
Why aren't you speaking the Prothean language?
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend.
MS Word.
My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
That sounds great. Wow, for a second I read that as Geth to the point, and I'm disappointed in myself for not having titled an episode that up until now. What are you?
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Equal opportunity employer. I don't have time for this. What do you want?
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us.
He scanned a lot of our
But
communication.
the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
Objection! Why did we build that? Why do we have one of those? Why do we make a mass relay whose seemingly its only purpose is to destroy life as we know it? Maybe there's, something else we could have done, like just build a space station that doesn't doom all sentient races in the known galaxy? That seems like maybe a better choice. Shut up. Yeah, why?
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
Okay, admittedly, that is maniacal and brilliant. However, I still wonder... I mean, I guess the Reapers built the mass relay is the idea there, but, why are the Reapers trapped in the dark space, I guess, is my question. Because if they have their mass relay to get to here, and they are in charge of everything, and no one has ever been able to stop them or whatever, like, shouldn't just everything already be destroyed and whatever? I don't get it.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
The perfect trap! We've activated their trap card, you guys.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack.
Sweet.
The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and guess that this effect employed by the Reapers to destroy all living things using mass relays might be called the relay situation, or possibly the mass effect. I don't know, something like that. All of you?
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines.
Yeah,
Within
people
a few
suck, right?
centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
That's what it says on my resume. Yes, this is the one I would like to know most, I think.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
And yet they left pretty thorough records behind for this robot to tell us about. In all seriousness, though, this plan makes a lot of sense, for the most part. There's some tiny holes that they probably have an explanation for, but it seems pretty thoroughly desperate. So, I mean, I would like to know why, although I already have a sense.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
Wow, thanks for the SAS pre-programmed AI thing. I'd kind of like it if the robot had been like, "Have you ever heard the parable of the grasshopper and the ant?" I feel like that's what we're dealing with here. How do I progress the story mode?
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
That seems bad.
The conduit's not a weapon. It's a backdoor into the Citadel.
Go on. Go on, I guess.
What happened next?
We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed.
Huh.
But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process.
You know how it is.
Years passed. Decades. Centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
Oh god, everyone's dead. I was gonna be like, hey, some of the Protheans are alive, but clearly they ran out of power and they're all dead. And it must smell terrible in here, too.
How did you survive?
I began to disable the life support of
There we
non-essential
go.
personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
Ilos means morgue in Prothean, I believe. I mean, like, it's really horrible and morbid, but, like, I get it. Like he says, you gotta break the cycle, and if he just let... It's the type of situation where if he didn't conserve the power by killing everyone, then the whole, like, station would have failed and everyone would have died anyway, right? Like, there's no good solution here.
You couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice some so others could live.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
See, this is the problem with those self-driving cars.
When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Oh man, this is exciting. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm excited about it. I think the Keepers are kind of hilarious. That's actually a good question. What about the conduit?
I still don't understand what's going on here. Why is Saren trying to find the conduit?
The conduit gives him access to the Citadel and the Keepers. The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Okay, I think I figured out my problem with the mostly makes sense plan. Setting aside what he just said about using the conduit to keep the Keepers from activating the Doom relay, in all previous iterations of the Reapers coming to destroy all living things, like, couldn't they have just triggered it themselves? Like, why? The Keepers seem like unnecessary in regards to activating the station. I mean, indoctrination exists for a reason, and they still, even now, with Sovereign being cut off from things, seem to be able to indoctrinate people. That's why we have a Saren problem. Let's go for one more question, although I think we may have to cut it here soon. So, this one, I guess.
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay. And the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Literally just tell me what to do.
I'll stop Saren. Just tell me how.
There's a data file in my console.
It's on a floppy disk. I've been trapped here a long time.
The Citadel's master control unit uploaded to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
Investigate what? Oh god, so many things. Yeah, I don't have time for this. Return. Let's do it.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
The one you call
Oh
Saren
god.
has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
I can't tell if I'm making eye contact because really what I see is just nonsense. I think that I got renegade points for not being horrified by the fact that we had killed a bunch of people in a situation where it sort of makes sense. Okay, I was kind of hoping maybe I could address this between episodes and check those multiple investigation points, but good lord, there's so many, and I feel like we have a sense of things. So, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode of Info Dump, and in the next one, we will try and take our floppy disk to Saren and save all of life in the universe. Sound good? Great. See you then!